This is Amir Amin Lucifer, back at you again on the number series on Amentology. Many of y'all are aware of the name Emmanuel, but as many of you, if not a lot of people, are under the misconception that Jesus is the actual name that was given. But the actual name that's supposed to be used is Emmanuel. So how did we switch from the actual name for this Christ to Jesus? It amazes me. Well, let me just get into the signs and the symbology of the name Emmanuel. I spoke to you a lot about the signs and the power of 13:5. Well, you'll find also in the name Emmanuel, it is. What is the first two letters in Emmanuel? The first two letters in Emmanuel, M is 13. E is 5. I'm not making this up. Right? And as you will see above, whether it's Greek, whether it's Romanized, it's still the words that we're using. This is a word, this is a language that we're being used. It's being used to this day. Because how many black conscious peoples are actually speaking Greek? There are many, but speak to people according to their intellect. In the name Emmanuel, you will see the I am is really I am. As Moses was on the mountain with the Supreme Being, and the Supreme Being said, I am who I am. And I explained to you that the I am who is 13 in a cipher. So even in the name Emmanuel, you will see it says, I am what? What is this M? I am what? There it is 13 again. And even below, 513. Here. Let's leave this here for a minute so you can see that 13 is not a curse number. But a lot of schools, a lot of builders stop on the 12th step and don't use the 13. Because for most people, to them 13 is a bad number. But to melanated people, we understand the significance and power of 13. And you'll also see in Emmanuel, you'll see 5, 13, and man. The name Emmanuel means God is with us. And as you can see, the name Anu is an ancient name inside of Emmanuel. Emmanuel, inside of the name Emmanuel. This God is with us, 513. The first two letters in Emmanuel up top is the I, the Most High. And even in the capital I, you see the slit inside of the capitalization with the equal sign. You don't get the equal sign except one being in the middle. One is the middle of the I. One is being divinely guided by the eye of the ancient ones. I'm 13, man, U-L. But the wordings are all here. What is Anu? Which is the first three letters in the name Anubis. My name. Anubis. A. N. U. B. I. S. Anu. And as you will see in the name Emmanuel, it states, in his name. God is with us because inside of the name Emmanuel is an ancient name. Don't you know that the name Anu, A-N-U, is Akkadian, Sumerian, and it's a sky god and a member of the triad of deities. Competed. Let me just bring it down for you so you can see. Look at that. Show you I ain't making it up. Let's go down to the bottom. Anu was also the god of kings and of the yearly calendar, and theoretically the highest god, as we use the names Enki and Enlil and Anu to encode the name for Anu. But Anu is also the name that's in Anubis. And again, in the name Emmanuel, you'll find that the I am 13, Anu. And then you have on the end of Emmanuel is the name the El, the Elohim, as you can see. The El, the El, which is Elohim, short for Elohim. So even in the name Emmanuel, they say God is with us because on the end of Emmanuel is the name El. Next to the name El as in Elohim is the ancient God for Anu, capped off by the number 13 and the I and the I am 13, Anu El, because Emmanuel is the name of this Christ archetype. But people have lost focus because this is the name of your Christ. 513 Emmanuel. 13 is also encoded in Emmanuel. We mustn't lose focus to the signs that Emmanuel, God is with us. But how many of y'all will really recognize whom this Christ is and whom Emmanuel is? Because people too busy looking at Jesus instead of that ancient original name of Emmanuel. How many letters is in Emmanuel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this 8 again. Just want to share this with y'all because you'll find 13 is dominant in everything, right? Muhammad was an M in Muhammad name. The first letter, 13. Moses was the first one who brought the book. A M in his name, 13. The second revealed book that was stated was the Songs of Saul, which is Solomon. And in the name Saul, you have Saul, O, Mon, right? Which is broken up of 3 gods even in the name. Sol, S-O-L, is a god. O-M is a god. And On is a god. And then last but not least, we have not Jesus, because there's no J in the Hebrew language. So what we have left is the Emmanuel, which is the E and the M, the 513, which caps off with Moses. First letter being M, right? And Muhammad is an M. So the seal of the chosen one is 13. I'll leave as I came. It's going to get a lot deep in encoding this number series because everything is time release. Hotel.
Like A, B, C. You see? When you say amen, you really saying one man.